Mastering data classification. Data classification's primary goal is only achieved when risk is managed, security is improved, and processes are optimized. Who is responsible for ensuring that the primary goal of data classification, which is to assign a level of sensitivity or importance to data based on its content or context, is achieved in a way that supports operational excellence by effectively managing risk, improving security, and optimizing processes? To ensure that the primary goal of data classification is achieved in a way that supports operational excellence by effectively managing risk, improving security, and optimizing processes, a comprehensive approach should be taken. This approach should involve a combination of people, processes, and technology working together to assign a level of sensitivity or importance to data based on its content or context. First and foremost, a clear and well-defined data classification policy should be established and communicated across the organization. This policy should outline the different levels of classification, e.g., public, internal, confidential, sensitive, the criteria for assigning each level, and the responsibilities of various stakeholders. The policy should also be regularly reviewed and updated to ensure it remains relevant and effective. To support the implementation of the data classification policy, a data classification framework should be developed. This framework should provide a structured approach to data classification, including guidelines, procedures, and tools for identifying, categorizing, and labeling data. The framework should also ensure consistency in data classification across the organization, regardless of the business unit, department, or location. The data classification framework should be integrated with other operational excellence initiatives, such as risk management, information security, and process optimization. This integration should ensure that data classification is considered a critical component of these initiatives and that it is aligned with the organization's overall goals and objectives. To ensure that data classification is performed consistently and accurately, a data classification process should be established. This process should involve the identification of data owners and custodians, who are responsible for classifying data based on its content or context. The process should also include quality control checks to ensure that data is classified correctly and consistently. Technology should also play a critical role in supporting data classification. Data classification tools and software should be deployed to automate the classification process, where possible, and to provide additional features such as data loss prevention, encryption, and access controls. These tools should be integrated with other systems and applications, such as document management, email, and storage systems, to ensure seamless and consistent data classification. Data classification training and awareness programs should also be developed to ensure that data owners and custodians have the necessary skills and knowledge to classify data accurately and consistently. These programs should include training on the data classification policy, framework, and process, as well as the use of data classification tools and software. To ensure that data classification is performed effectively and supports operational excellence, metrics and key performance indicators, KPIs, should be established to measure the success of the data classification program. These metrics and KPIs should include metrics such as the percentage of data classified, the accuracy of data classification, and the effectiveness of data classification in reducing risk and improving security. Finally, a data classification governance structure should be established to oversee the data classification program and ensure that it is aligned with the organization's overall goals and objectives. This governance structure should include a steering committee, working groups, and other bodies responsible for developing, implementing, and maintaining the data classification program. In summary, achieving the primary goal of data classification requires a comprehensive approach that involves people, processes, and technology working together to assign a level of sensitivity or importance to data based on its content or context. This approach should include a clear and well-defined data classification policy, A data classification framework, a data classification process, technology to support data classification, training and awareness programs, metrics and KPIs, and a governance structure to oversee the data classification program. By taking a holistic approach to data classification, organizations can effectively manage risk, improve security, and optimize processes, ultimately supporting operational excellence.